Half-pint flag has been saluted. Um, I have nothing more to say now than I had in the main episode.
So the half pint's 10 seconds long this week. That's
It
easy
could
to edit.
be.
Yeah.
A bit longer than that, I think we can go. But
How long? Like this phone jazz waiting music can we get away with before, like, aren't they going to start to talk soon? And then outro.
I'm gonna have to find that now. I'm gonna find some hold music to play.
There is only one elevator music, isn't it? Is a dun, 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 dun. Is it something Ipanema? Yeah, it's
the girl from Ipanema.
Yeah, the girl from Ipanema. That's the.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that. That was a real fun clip. That we made a black and white video at my previous workplace for fun, and one of the, since it was like an old-timey black and white movie, you speed it up a bit so everything is a bit quicker to give it a bit of a comedic effect. And at some point we needed to move from one story of the building to the second story, and of course we went into the elevator, and well, hello there. Phil chose to leave.
He moved his microphone and then he was gone.
He knocked something out, didn't he?
Well,
anyhow,
something.
Yeah. So anyhow, there is this scene where you have like this old ragtime music, and then we went into the elevator, and then we just went to like this elevator music, and then we used the girl from Ipanema, and then we slowed the video down, and then it was just one person in the elevator, but one hand was holding a glass, and then the other hand was holding a carton of wine. But to be able to pour that carton, you needed a third hand. So we were two persons in the elevator filming while three hands poured a glass of wine, just like a comedic effect. And then when the elevator door opened, it just went black and white again and back to the normal, like running through the building. My internet seems to have shut itself. That's the message from Phil there.
Yeah, it would be interesting if its internet was. Yeah, okay, you could have done it on his phone as well, yes. But sending a message that kind of proves that the internet is working in some capacity.
Yeah.
So maybe we should stop this recording and see if we come back.
I was going to suggest that if you stop the recording, then he can get back and I can go up and say hi to the wife who just came back and see if the kids are actually asleep or if.
OS 10.4 Tiger, best Mac OS ever.
Was it called Tiger?
It is called Tiger
because it's cool.
No, they're all the releases up until a certain point were named after big cats. So you had panther and cheetah and tiger and leopard and snow leopard, and then
they ran out of the big cats. There's lynx and going down to farm cat and kitten.
Then they started naming it after places.
I got a flashback when we talked about this, and since this is the half find, I instantly Google it. MERC is still a thing. The internet relay chat client we all know and love, or should love and know. It's still a thing. You can download it. version 7.83 has been released. When was that? Oh, oh, November 12th, 2025. So they're doing some bug fixes. That means that we can set up an IRC server for this podcast. And exclusively do open channel nights at download. How do I register? That got me thinking. Did I register at some point? Am I still a user? I mean, 1995 per single user license for personal use. It got a bit of that Vindar thing. I mean, this license entitles you to 1 year of free updates to newer versions, but every new update, they just put it up there for you to download. And like, would you like to? No. All right, go ahead. Use it anyway. And then under frequently asked questions, do you have a pricing for business/enterprise use? Which businesses today uses this in any corporate?
You don't want to know.
Or maybe this is now the top of the line in IT security because nobody knows what it is anymore.
Security through obscurity.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I ever used an IRC.
I did quite a lot back in the day when you had to spend an entire evening downloading a single song.
Yeah. And then it was weird because it has the same structure of like World of Warcraft, but also other basically software that is communicating through a network or server. And you have to, and it was probably a limitation back in the days that you could not have one server or different server groups acting as one giant server where everybody can be on. And it's maybe also a bit of a security that if you have one server going down, you don't lose all the users at one time or something like that. So you had to log on to the right server, and if you logged on to the wrong one, then you would never find the people that you have spoken to because they are not. They're basically not in that world. So I wonder if they solve that issue.
I'm just looking. There's a few Mac clients available. Basically, the 7 they've picked here are all pretty good. The best one is the one you've got to pay money for, of course. There's ones you can install through Homebrew. That could be quite interesting if you're into that. But that's not what this podcast is about.
I do a lot of my computer work on Homebrew, but I got a sneaking suspicion you're talking about something different than I am.
Homebrew is a third-party package manager for Mac.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not far off. It's a third party to me as well. It's a company who actually delivers brew that I use during my Windows-based sessions.
This is it's like it's a terminal-based package manager. So if you want to install a piece of software rather than going to the website and downloading an installer, you can just fire up your terminal and go brew install package name, and if the package exists, it'll install it and all its dependencies. And then if you install all your apps through Homebrew, or lots of apps through Homebrew, every so often you just do a brew upgrade, and then it looks at all the applications it's installed and see if there's any updates for it and updates them all at the same time. Nerd shit.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of nerds, to come back to the Terry Pratchett recommendation I was talking about, I would say start with either Weird Sisters, that's book 6, Guards, book 8, Moving Pictures, that's book 10, or Reaper Man, that's book 11. Either of those. So the first one, Witches, with Weird Sisters, that's about the witches. Guards is about the City Watch. Moving Pictures is Unseen University, adjacent. And Reaper Man, of course, is death. And those are kind of main characters in that world. So I say either one of those are a fine start.
Thank you very much. I will look out for those in my usual book getting places.
Yeah. I mean, those were written, I think, 88 to, because I just closed the site I was looking at, to early 90s, something like that. So they are quite old.
Oh, that's all right. I'm currently reading a book that was written in 1980 something. Or was it 1970 something? I can't remember. I'm still reading. I may have mentioned this before. It is a very big book, so that's my excuse. It by Stephen King. Love the film, and I'm really enjoying the book. But, it is quite a door. It is a doorstop. Not quite as big as The Stand, and The Stand's a great book.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I think that's my favorite King.
Really?
I haven't read that many of them, so. But I mean, I am a sucker for anything apocalyptic or post-apocalyptic. So.
Well, that's fair enough. I think my favorite Stephen King so far to date. I mean, there are so many books of his that I haven't read. I've read a lot of them, but by no means all of them. Is 11/22/63, the one about the shooting of JFK.
Okay. Well, I haven't read that one.
That's a great one. Great book.
It is fun though. If you Google Stephen King, number of books, and the answer is at least 83. Usually, when you're asking that question about any author, they give you a very exact number. You know, you've written a lot of things when like, oh, it's the least. They came to 83, and there's a lot of obscurity here, and yeah, we're pretty sure it's more, but it's at least 83.
I mean, how many pseudonyms does he have, and how are you defining a novel and that sort of thing?
Yeah,
I think he wrote 5 books as Richard Bachman. Was it 5?
Yeah,
I think it's
5
5.
non-fiction books as Richard Bachman, and then he's written more than 200 short stories, according to All Hail Wikipedia.
I mean, I think it was after Dreamcatcher. Was it Dreamcatcher or Under the Dome? I'm pretty sure he wrote Dreamcatcher after he had that accident, and he wrote it in hospital, longhand in notebooks. And then he said he developed some sort of degenerative eye disease, which means he was going to retire. And he said, "This is definitely going to be my last novel." And since he's written his last novel, he's written about 10 more. I suppose when that's what you do, you just can't stop, can you?
No. I mean, I get, for me, writing I've done in the past for fun, because no one wants to publish the novels I wrote. I mean, it's the same as myth making. You get an idea in your head, and then you have to put it to paper. You have to, otherwise it just nags in the back of your head, wanting stuff. But if you actually put it to print and make it as good as you can, then it's out. and then you can get some peace. But then something new comes in. I think that's just the way with IDs.
Yeah.
And to continue the book club theme, I'm currently reading Carl Hiaasen book on a recommendation from I think both of you, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
You mentioned him, and I asked for some book for Christmas or my birthday. I don't remember, and got it, and reading it and enjoying it.
Which one is it?
Bad Monkey.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't read that one.
I mean, if you read some of his other books, it's set in the Everglades, and it's a monkey.
That's bad.
Kind of bad. So yeah, that's all you need to know. If you read his other books, you can just all right. I know the plot, and there's a twist, and there's some degenerative people involved, and some crazy shit, and yeah.
I know the plot. I know the tone I'm going to expect.
I just learned the other day how much burning fuel, if you say, you're allowed to store here. You're allowed to store 100 liters of petrol in your house before you need some kind of permit, that sort of thing, or 10,000 liters of diesel. So
it's quite a disparity.
It is. I mean, sure, I know that petrol is a lot more flammable than diesel, but still.
Well, yeah. You have to go out of your way to ignite diesel, don't you?
Yeah, a bit more.
But there's a lot more energy in diesel, so once you get it lit...
Well, once it's going, it's going.
Yeah.
And 10,000 liters, that's quite the fire.
It's a lot of liters.
It is.
All right. In Norway, we have something called the Directorate of... Well, at least as a private person, you can store 60 liters of petrol in-house on your own property. You can transport 240 liters at a time, but each container must not contain more than 60 liters. If you have a shed or a garage, you can store additional 50 liters of petrol. Doesn't say anything about diesel. Oh yeah, diesel and heavy oil.
How much heavy oil do you need?
There is no upper limit on how much diesel or oil as a private person you can store in your home. But the rules require that you show you have to be careful.
Common sense.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
You can't just fill up your swimming pool with diesel and say it's okay.
I mean, if you put a layer of foam on top, so you don't have any. I can't see the problem with that. But they have some recommended minimum requirements, like the vicinity to a wooden wall or a flammable building, whatever that definition entails, or other burnable material 5 meter. So, and 5 meter away from any ignition source. So it's not that bad.
We are allowed to keep 30 liters of petrol. Jerry cans, metal jerry cans, 20 liters, plastic containers, maximum of 10 liters. It must be in an outbuilding, a garage or shed, never inside the home. There is no limit on diesel. Limitless diesel. All the derv you can store. Storing over 30 liters of petrol requires written notification to local authorities.
I want to store diesel now. Can you store diesel in Euro crates? Do you get you get it with lids?
I don't think you should.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a shelf life, doesn't it? It's like
but what if you don't? What if you don't?
Or something like that.
Yes, but then I thought, what if you just don't put it on a shelf? I mean, if you have it like on a canister on the floor or something, then shelf
It's
life isn't a problem, is it?
it's really hard to keeping a liquid on a shelf. So
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I don't even get close to a year. It evaporates long before that, and just keep pouring on my shelves. But no,
I mean, that's the Euro crates. Oh, here are my crates, and here's my petrol, here's my diesel, here's my crude oil. Just have it sloshing around. Have it next to the mercury, why don't you?
but the question is, yes, diesel or petrol, it degenerates, so it doesn't work in your car as much. But I mean, if you have like a diesel heater, I mean, it will probably burn for heating purposes way after the shelf life of a year. But I mean, if you keep it in an airtight container so it doesn't fume off anything, then it's hard to see that it converts into something that's not flammable.
I'm reading all about diesel storage now. Diesel maintains quality longer than petrol, typically lasting 6 to 12 months under proper conditions. However, diesel can develop problems, including microbial growth in the presence of the water in the fuel, fuel degradation leading to deposits and filter clogging, water separation causing performance issues. But you can add additives to it, stabilizers to prevent microbial growth, which will increase its storage life up to 24 months.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but that's the problem though. Since I now can store unlimited amounts of diesel fuel, I'm thinking it's not going to get any cheaper. So I wanted to get like a 10,000 liter storage tank, but I can't use that in 24 months, even with the additives. So, but
And
it
your
says
car runs on petrol.
while degraded diesel will eventually burn, the sludge and sediment can clog your fuel filters and coat your engine's injectors. Yeah, I'm not going to run it through an engine. I have a welded furnace in my garage that, I mean, if there's any slurry or anything, I mean, you can burn everything there. The diesel is just an
Everything burns
accelerant, and yeah.
as long as it's hot enough.
Yeah.
I know. I found a ridiculous purchase, which I'm kind of interested in buying. It was on Facebook Marketplace, and it's a late '90s Mazda E pickup truck. Mazda B pickup truck. So like a two-seater cab, long bed,
Yeah.
with a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated diesel engine. It's got wind-up windows. It's as basic as shit. It's $2,000, and that's old diesel that will basically run on chip fat or anything. As long as it burns, it'll run it. I'm very tempted by it. It's a terrible idea, but I'm tempted. Let me see if I can find the advert.
Buy it. Come on, do it.
I read an article in the paper of a guy who, an electrician who converted an old van from like the 70s. So the engine was shit, so it needed a replacement. So then he converted it to electric instead by just putting an electric motor and some small batteries. So that didn't last him that long because they were as tiny as you can get them. So he also has a diesel generator in the back of it. So if he needs to, if he runs out of battery, he can just run the generator to power the car. But he also had an old diesel engine in his garage that heated the house. He used it to generate electricity and the heat from the engine to heat the house as well, and they ran that off old frying oil from some local restaurants I just went around to collect.
Yeah.
So if only I had a time and knowledge, it would be fun to do stuff like that. But
What I would
I have
do,
neither.
I mean, if for heating purposes is one thing, but if, and now we're back in doomsday prepping territory, you don't, the roads are going to be clogged up and infrastructure is going to be down. So you don't have to commute to work every day. Although they will make you come into the office 4 days a week at least without a separate work from home agreement.
Of course.
But but if you take it out that of the equation, I don't need to commute that much with my car, and I would probably be better off just storing some extra sugar because I have the knowledge, and theoretically I might also have access to the equipment to turn said sugar into fire water relatively quickly. So I could make my own fuel, but then you would prefer an old banger like a Mazda B200 or whatever. So because you can actually run that on moonshine if you need to.
Moonshine is probably one of the better currencies for the apocalypse
Yeah.
because it's a multi-use thing. You can drive engines with it. You can get sloshed. You can clean wounds. You can use it for cooking. It's a multi-purpose thing.
Your billions in crypto aren't going to be much use to you.
No.
So invest in hard liquor.
Exactly.
Sugar
Invest
and
in hard liquor.
yeast and some stainless steel tubing.
Sugar and diesel.
And the ability to weld stainless. That's a skill you want.
Yep.
Yeah. That it's fun though. Could you have a diesel burner powered alcohol still? There are some challenges with alcohol stills because their purpose is to make alcohol vapor, which is very, 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 very explosive. So if you have
That's a bit
any
banging,
leak
isn't
of
it?
any sort, you don't really want an open fire. Although that was the tradition many years ago.
Yeah.
But if the grid is down, you have to return to some sort of flame. Although it is safer today, and the fun thing is you could do the traditional welding of stainless steel, but what I realized on AliExpress is that you can get like 2.5-inch traditional like dairy piping with these C clamps that you have to. You get pipes and bends in all various and shapes and sizes, and you just use standardized clamps to put them together. So you don't have to weld anymore, which is also nice because you can order the parts. Because 2.5-inch stainless steel pipe, nobody is betting an eye in the customs, and then you can just assemble it at home to make whatever you want. A drain pipe for your garage. Fountain in the garden, or a moonshine still, if you so pleased to do so.
One of those.
I mean, we wouldn't, but I mean, if you were desperate and it was an apocalypse, then I guess the authorities would look through the fingers on the regulatory side of it. As long as they could tax you hard and good on it.
Well, the authorities don't exist. We're talking, apocalyptic anarchy here.
Yeah.
Well, someone will rise to power.
I'm pretty sure that there is going to be a
Some warlord.
rampaging squad of bureaucrats, and they're going to be the feared the most. Like you're sitting out, everything is dark because the power grid is down, and you're here. Oh, do you hear that? What's that? Oh, it's just a coyote. I thought it was a bureaucrat there for a while.
What was that? Did you hear the click of a ballpoint and something being scribbled on a clipboard?
Yeah.
It's better to get on the payroll of a local ward chief and just be the chemist
Yeah.
making the funny juice.
I mean, one thing, yeah, that's good. It's because it's hard currency, but you're also a valuable asset to the world. So, do you know how to make moonshine that won't kill you? No. So, you better let me live then if you want to get your bus on in this post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah,
We
good
need
skills. That's what you want.
we need to repopulate the population, and to do that, we need people to be able to talk to the opposite sex. And that's where I come in.
You need moonshine.
Howard's moonshine.
Mhm.
Rebuilding the population since 2026.
It's the subclause, rebuilding the population in his image.
God, no.
Oh no.
It would be an interesting society.
Not sure that would cover it.
Well, you need a bit of variation.
So, Phil, do you have any place to park that pickup?
No.
But you could get a lot of Euro crates on the back of it.
You
That's-
certainly
You
bloody could,
definitely
couldn't
could.
you?
Then you don't need a garage. The car is the garage.
Yeah. No. Again, all of these things fall into that category of. Do you know what? If I had a driveway where I could keep this thing, I absolutely would.
So when are you getting a driveway?
Oh, just as soon as I win the lottery.
Oh, it's that little thing.
Yep. I really don't see. I mean, yeah, I can't see us moving from here anytime soon. As much as I'm desperate to move out of this place.
Let's start a GoFundMe. Let's get Phil a driveway.
Buy Phil a house with a driveway and a garage.
He deserves it.
He does deserve it, doesn't he?
I mean, I've seen a lot of crappy GoFundMe, and like half of them, I'm like, well, you should have thought about that. This would have been avoidable. But yeah, like getting Phil a driveway, that I'll chip in. Finally,
Thank you.
finally a case worth.
Yeah, I'll count on your 50p. Thank you very much.
Yes. I'm guessing it's like a Kickstarter, isn't it? So that there are levels.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the lower tiers. That's when you're like, yeah, you chipped in, and then it's the middle tier that got it's your name cemented in the asphalt. And then yeah,
The higher tiers, you actually end up owning the house.
How much to actually?
oh, that's the
get
landlord
with
tier.
it?
Well, I was chatting to a internet friend the other day who owns 2 houses in Sweden. This is rural Sweden. And he said he paid £6,000 for one and £12,000 for the other.
Yeah.
No, if it's a bit crappy places far out in the
This is far
bushes,
out in
that's reasonable.
timber frame houses.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I could actually afford either of those. Not both. But I could just come to Sweden and buy one today. But hey, guess what? We're not in Europe anymore, so there's no freedom of movement. And he's got settled status. because
Here is
he's married to a Swede.
Mm.
here is a fun fact though. It's if you move out in the boonies and further north in Norway, you see the same price points on real estate. But the interesting thing is also in the three, I think, most northern counties in Norway, you have tax breaks just to get people to move there. And if you have like a student loan or something like that, they pay you back or they pay down on that for every year you're living there. So a lot of people are moving there for quite a few years just to save up money and then knock a big piece out of their student loan. And of course, nothing is expected of you in return, except you have to live there. But of course, the locals do think that, well, if you are living here long enough, you will. I mean, some people will shag, and there will be a population increase as a result of that. So that's their game there. But yeah, you could buy a very affordable house in the north of Norway and also get a very nice tax break as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
It's
you
worth.
have the ones every now and then you see some local municipalities also like, yeah, we'll pay people 5,000-10,000 pounds to like if you move here and promise to stay for 3 years, and then of course you you can buy cheap land and yeah, well if you're gonna live here for 3 years, it's miserable. I need to build myself a new house, and that's how they get you because you sink all your free capital into a nicer house, and then it's hard when you realize that I can't move anywhere else in the country because I can't afford as nice a house that I have now anywhere else. So you're kind of stuck there, and then you find someone to shag, and then there's kids, and you're stuck. So I mean, it works. It's a system. They've fine honed it over the last 30 years. So that's
Yeah.
that's why we have a lot of people in the districts still.
And all the building material you buy loses half its value as soon as you attach it to that building of yours because it's in that place. So it's not really refundable.
No, but what it loses in value, you compensate for in the purchase price, which is a lot higher that far out in the country. So you pay a lot more for it before you put it up on the wall.
That as well.
Well, I'm totally game. I don't think Mrs. Things will be up for it. A bit cold up there.
Yeah, that's the
That's one problem with
And
it. Yeah, but global warming will fix that.
yeah. You
and
just give it time.
2 hours of daylight in the summer.
No. In the summer you have 24 hours of
24
daylight. In
hours
the
of sunlight.
winter you
get
have
no
0.
Ah,
But it doesn't matter because then it's cold and you want to stay inside, and then you can just leave the lights on because electricity is cheap still
for now.
for now. Yeah.
Well, I'll stick it on my to-do list.
Yeah, just work on that. Working from home that you seem to struggle with. Just make sure that you.
I'm sure I will still be expected to go in at least once a week.
That might be a hassle.
It's a bit of a commute.
But I mean, you're the traveling kind. It will be fine.
I'm not the traveling kind. I hate traveling. I hate driving to work. And that's like 4 miles.
Imagining crossing multiple borders to get to work.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I despise driving to work, but I'll happily do sort of like 60 or 80-mile round trip at the weekends just to go and trudge through a bit of forest.
Sometimes the destination makes a difference.
It certainly does, doesn't it? It certainly does. Can I go and do something interesting with my day or not? And I'm not going to say which one is which, just in case anyone from work is listening.
Use your imagination.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, no, I love my work. I can't wait every day as I get into the car like a puppy, going off to new owners every day. It's joy. It's a new world. It's an experience. It's a possibility to grow and get to know new people. And yeah, it's sad when you have to go home. Like, why can't you work the entire 24 hours? Why do we have labor laws for something that is this magnificent? No, love it. Yeah.
When my internet went off and you left the room, Who are you, and what have you done with?
This isn't
I'm
Haavard,
Harold.
this is HR.
No, this,
Well, this is your evil twin, isn't it?
yeah, this is Harold. Oh, who am I? Oh, he just fucked off and went to bed. Said something about some boxes needed sorting.
Sent you in to finish the job.
That's a bleak thought. If I was ever in any situation, the one they send in to finish the job, it's like send in the finisher. It's like, all right, where is he? I mean, why is everyone looking at me? What?
Here you go. Here's your axe. It's nice. It's nice and freshly sharpened. I'm so tired. I'm losing track of losing ability to say words.
Yeah, words hard.
Words are hard. And
Words
some of them-
hard, time to end.
Words hard, and some of them are quite long. Should we call this a job?
Yes, God. this job didn't off, I think. So yeah,
Job.
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 Someone's going to have a go at stitching all this together.
It'll be fine.
Good
It'll be
luck.
fine.
It's not my problem, so
No,
It'll be
it's not
fine.
your. No, it's my problem.
Thank God.
Look at the relief in his eyes.
That's a happy Haavard.
Oh, look, he's got a big smile on his face now. Look at that.
Yeah,
I can just box. I'm not worried about this shit.
exactly. The wife came home. Oh, I'm so tired, and the kids are sleeping. Just gonna go to bed. All right. I'll wrap things up and I'll turn off the lights in the house, and I need to do the same in the workshop as well. And if she's already sleeping, then I can spend a couple of hours sorting.
She'll wake up in the
Space.
night, look out the window, and go. Then in the morning, sort of like, I saw the workshop lights were on at 4 a.m. Did you forget to turn them off? Yeah, I must have done. Yeah.
Should I put the flat spade connectors with the horseshoe shaped, or should it be by color and or size? Should I keep them with the pliers, or do I still keep tools separate? It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things.
Or goes up to the kitchen to get a last cup of coffee and meets the rest of the family for breakfast.
I mean, that would work great if I could just then also go and have a nap. But the problem is I need to go into said office tomorrow for all the wonderful things. So,
Yeah.
All the wonderful life affirming. Every day is a challenge. Every day is an opportunity to learn day.
yeah, and of course I need to get my 8 hours of sleep to be my best, which I am every day.
8 hours of
course you are.
sleep. Wow. I remember those days.
Passed out over a bucket, smelling like vomit and kebab. Oh, those were the days.
8 hours continuous, all in one go. Wow, what?
Oh, I didn't say
Luxury.
continuous. You need some artistic breaks there, and maybe a run to the loo and
Sleep, I need about 18 hours a day and 4 at night.
yeah.
Someone turn this thing off.
Yes, end it.